All right, this is our wind ensemble. We're going to be playing a couple of really fantastic pieces, but I want to take a moment and explain some of the music for both ensembles. So as I mentioned, this is a concert we don't normally do. We normally play the area festival here in a few weeks, and then we start all new music, and then do a concert for you guys in May. But this area festival has some requirements. You have to play specific music, right? We don't just play, whatever music we're feeling, during the year. But for this particular festival, we have to play specific types of music. So one of those is a multi-movement work. Okay, so you heard the symphonic band play a piece called American River Songs. That has 3 movements. We're going to play a piece entitled English Folk Song Suite by Ralph Vaughan Williams. It is a 3-movement work. Traditionally, this piece will sound like it stops twice. You won't want to clap there. You'll want to wait till the end. I was joking with them earlier and I said, if it hasn't been 10 minutes, don't start clapping. Okay, because it's a longer piece of music. So we have to do this traditional sounding multi-movement work. That's one part of the festival. The next part of the festival is what's called a lyrical piece, the slow, pretty ones, right? For the symphonic band, that would have been Celtic Echoes, and for us, we're actually going to play Seal Lullaby again, if some of you recall that from our, was that the first concert? That was the first concert, yeah. We'll play Seal Lullaby again. And then last, every group that goes to Area Festival has to play what's called a march. The last piece the symphonic band played there was called The Thunderer. That style of music is known as a march. We'll play a march by Carl King entitled, thank you, Flying Cadets. I forget most things, even when I'm not at a microphone, so it just gets worse. Before we get going, I want to take a moment and recognize a few incredible students today. Because it's in your programs, but next week we're hosting a pretty major event here at DMHS for the state of Arizona, known as a regional festival. Basically, the students sign up to audition for this thing called regionals. They audition, and they see where they're at, where they're ranked in the state, right? And they pick a very select few, though the band that they end up picking is about 140 people. They pick very few compared to what audition. And we were fortunate to have 6 people make it. 6. So, Andre Garza, can you please stand on trombone? Yeah. Let's have Adam Knaptrap, please stand. Carson Yosher, Jack Myers, and Eli Thompson. Excuse me, 5 only made it. 5, not 6. I'm so sorry. My mind was stray there. So these guys practiced on their own. We don't work on this stuff in band. Next week on Friday, they'll have a day off school, which is great. But they'll spend the entire day rehearsing with students from all over Phoenix, getting ready to do a concert Saturday night. So next week, 2 p.m., if you guys are free and want to come support the DMHS students, it's going to be a huge concert. There's about 300 students overall involved from all across Arizona. It's a really cool event. We're fortunate to be hosting it, and we're also very fortunate to have 5 awesome students who've made it. So another round of applause for them. All right, without further ado, we'll kick this off with the wind ensemble set. We'll start with English Folk Song Suite by Ralph Vaughan Williams. Thanks. All right, thanks again for coming out tonight, everybody. Reminder, grab a rose on your way out. Let's hear another round of applause for all these students. Have a great night, everybody.